Hey guys, welcome back. I'm just going to see if I can fix the focus here so that it doesn't adjust every time I stick my big hand in here. Alright, now it's the 5th of December in 1940, and I thought it might be fun just to live play a little segment, assuming I don't screw it up too badly. Live play a little segment of the first Allied advance or attack. We've spent really most of October, November simulcasting turns and just speeding up play, and started to make some moves because we now have the you know what? I just realized we actually are we're just about to make a mistake, because the Aussies don't release until next turn. So in fact, we're going to continue doing what we're doing, but we've played our hand. So what I've done is back here near Mersa Matruh, which is right here, we have various forces arrayed, and I've fueled these guys up and moved them up in and around this particular unit, this 28th Division here. And why did I do that? Well, I actually came around this way. Let me just move the camera back just a little bit for you. It's not quite so close. So I came up this road and across here and popped this guy here, then one here, then one here. Now, the reason why I did that is what I want to be able to do is eventually bring the 6th Australian Division up and around, and then try and hit in here around this kind of this screening force here. So I want to avoid attacking this if I can and wasting the supply on doing that, and so I want to try and put him out of supply. Now, the other thing I could have done is pop this guy here, and that would then put him out of supply, out of trace supply, and force them to move a unit forward to bring him back in, or make him retreat anyway, which in fact, when you look at it, might be the smart first move. Now, as you can tell, I'm in move mode because the offense rates and defensive rates are very low. It's a combat factor of 1 versus a whopping 2 there. But we're doing this for a reason, because we want to try and get begin sweeping around the Italian forces there, and we want to capture this this crossroad here. That's our plan, is to capture Qasr el Abid here. Qasr, maybe it is. So we can't do that though this turn. So instead, what we're going to do is move the Indians up the road, and we have the full 4th Indian forces available here with a truck loaded, and that is 3,440 that we would need to pay, or 1 just because it's or 1 SP because it's a headquarters, not headquarters. It's a full formation, or a full group of units all affiliated together. A division is what I'm trying to say. And I'm going to have to do a little rejiggling of supply back to the Allies, because we're not moving the Aussies this turn. So we're gonna powerhouse these guys down the road, and it's fairly quick run. And in fact, there's a neat little chart that you can use to calculate movement from various places along the track here. So from Mersa to Sidi Barrani is 6 truck movement points, so I can just go boom, it's 6 to here, and then this is now a full road. This was a primary road, and that road is now being completed ostensibly by the Italians. So it's now a tertiary, or a full road basically, which means it quarters our movement rate. So it was 6 to here, it was 7 to there, so I can move one of these divisions, brigades I should say, these are brigades, one of these brigades to here. And that's fine. I'm just going to put this 0 rated cavalry unit there. We'll leave the trucks back here. So I'm going to move this guy to here, and he's going to stop here because they're truck-based transportation routes, and so we want to be able to. There you go. We want to be able to. We have to stop there. Sorry about this. It's late. It's nearly midnight or 1 o'clock or something like that. So I'm a little tired. So with truck-based movement rates, as soon as you move into a zone of control, you've got to stop. So anyway, so 6, 7, 7.25, and then we're going to just pop this guy here and put the second fellow there as well. In fact, we'll put him here and block both those roads. So we'll do that. That will quickly put this chappie out of supply. He'll be at half when we attack him next if he doesn't eat it before then. I can't move my New Zealanders. See, I kind of stuffed this up, didn't I? And this divisional arty is supposed to go with them, so he'll pop to here, and O'Connor goes with them, and he'll actually move up to here with these chappies there. And that, my friends, is our movement. We're going to now move the 7th Armoured, because that was the second leg of this little escapade. And we'll move those guys, and they need to pay for supply, and they pay 1 SP, so we'll take 1 SP off the stack here, and we know it's 6 to here. I might actually stay in combat mode because I might have enough movement points just to keep on getting to where I want to get to. So it's 6 to here, to the city of Barani. 7. Now, armor can move through these zones of control. If I wanted to, I could overrun this guy, but I'm not going to waste the ammo or supply on doing that. Well, that guy will take care of himself. So 6, 7, 8 to here, and we're going to pop most of those forces right there. I'm kind of zoomed in a bit, so it's a little bit hard to see. And they're in combat mode. We might, yeah, that's what we'll do. Put those guys there. And in fact, I think we have a groovy little truck. We'll pop the truck back here, and we'll put an armored car with the truck. That was in City Barani. Now, because we've captured City Barani, that will allow us to reap some spoils of war. In a period of time, we'll pick up some supply and other bits and pieces, and maybe Matain vehicles of some sort we get to capture. It's all rather exciting, isn't it? And I do have 2 infantry units that I need to move up, and we're going to flip them to truck mode, and they're very weak and fragile, but we're going to pop those with these guys here, with the Indians. All right, so that wasn't the exciting 6th Australian Division advancing. It was the 4th Indian, nevertheless, and 7th Armoured. So they've moved up, and we'll take it from there. I'll come back when we have something interesting to share with you. So just as an FYI, that was a huge save. So I'm actually pretty glad I turned the video on to record with you guys, because if I had moved the Australian forces, oh man, that just would have been such a clusterfuck. These guys were here. Let's strike for a golf. That really would have been a mess. So unwinding that would have taken more patience than I would have been prepared to invest, and we would have had to do something drastic. All right, okay. Anyway, so we got our. You can't see shit, can you? There we go. We've got our Indians and the 7th Armoured come out the road this way in a unsynchronized attack, which is always great. I've got some weak unsupported units here, threatening a pathetic little division there, It all looks rather scary, doesn't it? Not so much. So next turn or the turn after, the Aussies release, and then the Kiwis will release a little bit after that, and we'll kind of press forward from there. The main reason why I wanted to push this attack now is that there are reinforcements that just arrived. It's about, I can't see them, they're down there. Just there, there's that stack will ship in, and I'm not sure where the Italians are going to ship them to yet, but wherever it is, it won't be fun. So we've got a bunch of weak units here. I need to take a few risks with some of this armor. I'm going to blend it in with some of the Indian forces and use those high action ratings, these 5 action ratings here, and see if we can't inflict some damage and bust up some of these formations. Although the escarpments and whatnot are a little tough to crack, but we'll see what happens. Okay. Anyway, that's enough ramble.